What's up, guys? Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's see if we can find some setups before market opened today. Please let me know in the comments you can hear me well. Any disruptions, connection issues, let me know. Everything seems to be looking good on my side. Yeah, so let's take a look at SPY. Yeah, so let's take a look at SPY. All right, cool. I think our settings are all good here. All right, cool. I think our settings are all good here. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we have some background music today. Let me know if that bothers you guys. All right, so let's go to SPY. Let's delete all this. It's now 8:20, 9:24. So let's actually go to the 30-minute. Not seeing anything really good on SPY. I'm just looking for some quick patterns to play off of once we open. Let's see here. Here on the 15, we can actually see if we go to our Heikin-Ashi candles, we can see a head and shoulders forming on Qs. So left shoulder here, big head right there. Now expecting another slight push, and before going back to the downside. For these big pushes, I usually like to see a rejection at that 21 EMA on the 15-minute time frame. For us, that's 355.58. Expecting a rejection there before we get a big move to the downside. So we'll keep an eye on Qs. AMD, we're looking for a breakout of that rising wedge here. If you guys watched my stream before, you know that I like to look for trend lines that have at least 2 or 3 rejections. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections here. So pretty solid trend line to go off of. And then our bottom trend line here will account for 1, 2, all these bounces here, pretty much. And then I'll do the measure and move for you guys, just so you guys can see it. So measure move, last time it touched the top to the bottom. Right, so we're expecting a breakout around right there. We'll put our Fibonacci retracement tool at the beginning of that breakout to the end, giving us our price targets. So if we get a break here over 118.52, These will be our targets. And I always look for to take most of my profits at the halfway point and leave some runners. So AMD probably a good one to keep an eye out for. I swung Nvidia. I'm gonna see if we can actually get a push back up at open. Give me 1 second, guys. Here. All right, cool. So that's all set up. Just need to check something. Then for Nvidia, let's actually delete this. Let's just redraw this out. So I actually swung this yesterday because of this falling wedge pattern that broke out right at close. It looks like we're going to open up around 388. So as long as we remain in this pattern, I'm confident we can move back to the upside. Stop loss for this play would be if we break below the bottom of the falling wedge. Measure move, same thing. Last time it says the top to the bottom, and just bring it out where the broke out occurred, and draw out your lines. Boom. Microsoft. Microsoft actually looks like we could dump at open. There's my neckline, and you guys should see a head and shoulders in about 5 seconds. So shoulder, head, and another shoulder right there. And that measured move for head and shoulders, you would take it from the highest wick, should be this guy. I grab it from the body down to the neckline, and I put it right there. Right where the breakout, I'm expecting the breakout to happen. Right there. And the market's open. Let's put it back to regular candles. So it looks like we got a huge dip on Microsoft, so that move already happened. AMD, where are we on RSI? Oh, it's kind of like just RSI is just hanging around that 50 level. Yeah, this needs to just break over that 118.50, and we should be solid. Nvidia, weak start at open, but it looks like it doesn't want to hit that demand zone, so we could push back up here. Let me give an update on that Nvidia swing. Yeah, look, it's getting a nice rejection off that supply zone, demand zone. Apologize. Think we should actually bounce here. What is SPY doing? SPY huge gap down at open as well. RSI is below 50 on the 5. Yeah, going for new lows on SPY. We were looking at that head and shoulders on Qs. Looks like it should keep dumping from here. AMD, probably the strongest thing that we're looking at so far. Wow, super strong on AMD. Yeah, a lot of volume just came in. If we could look at our sound wave indicator here, you can see all the buyers just came in. Let's see here, NVIDIA is dying. Yeah, let's see if we can get a bounce here at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, so what's AMD doing? AMD is just ripping. Yeah, I usually don't like to play the first 10 minutes just because of the increased amount of volatility that's going on. I like to let the market settle just a little bit. Because if it would have been any other time, I would have grabbed some AMD calls, but the volatility is just too insane right now. I wonder if Nvidia is going to catch up to AMD. Well, Microsoft dumped heavy, hit all the targets there on that head and shoulders. Let's see, Netflix. We actually have a big trend line here. Can actually go like right there. Yeah, so Netflix is looking to just break down even more off of this rising channel here. The video, what are you doing? Sorry, I keep checking the video. I have a position. I swung overnight, so I need to keep checking on that. Let me know what tickers you guys are looking at. I'm happy to look at other tickers that I usually don't look at. Let's say, all right, Apple is just chilling. right, someone just told me about Shop. Let me go check out Shop real quick. Oh, Nvidia, nice bounce there. Beautiful. Let's see Shop. So Shop had a huge gap up this morning. Got a lot of movement after hours yesterday on this one. Let's see. Oh, but there's no clear pattern for me to play off of here. So let's check out Tesla. Tesla's always fun. So this one we can actually call a here to right here. We actually combine these guys, make sure we get at least 2 rejections, like I said earlier. Right there. Let's turn this yellow so it matches. All right. All right, so we actually have a little bit of a bull flag forming here. Right? Nice little support. Nice support here at 212. No, sorry. At 213.82. And we have a little bull flag that's forming there. Let's see if we can stay within this range and break out. Tesla's always fun to play in the morning. Wow, look at that. Look how nicely respected this falling wedge is on the video. Disgusting. AMD is just freaking mooning. So I really like that for a video. Take that, take it with them, you know. Let's say we saw this on Q's, right? Let's go to Heikin-Ashi, we'll see it better. Yeah, so we actually got to push to the downside there. Yeah, so we actually broke that head and shoulders right at open. So let's see if we actually break down more or if the market decides to pull back to the upside. Nvidia catching up with AMD. AMD just mooning, guys. Jesus. Yeah, it looks like chips are the strongest guys of the day. And I think if chips keep going like this, there's no way that that Qs keeps dumping. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so I'm just looking at that guy. Let's go down here to Costco. Costco's been pretty on fire these past few days. Okay, so we have a little wedge there. We could actually even call this, yeah, this is actually pretty bullish due to that big uptrend that we got before we started consolidating back on yesterday, Monday. So let's actually just draw this guy out, top to bottom. Last time it says top to the bottom, projected breakout, and we put our fibs. That would be a nice move, 518 to 521. That'll be real nice. So that one we're gonna definitely keep an eye out for. We do all our executions on the 5. Our setups, we find them all on the 15. I find that they always tend to work out better that way. Wow, AMD just crazy. NVIDIA NVIDIA breaking out here. Yeah, this actually looks really nice because of the fact that we dipped that open to about 36 on RSI. And look where our cloud is, our EMA cloud is, right there. Usually once we break above that 21 EMA on the 10 or 15 minute, yeah, in this case we'll take the 10. 517.34. Once we break above that, this is bullish as heck. Always want to play with the trend, and the trend for me is always best found on the 15 if I'm a day trader. If you're a swing trader, you know, it's better to look at probably the 4 hour, the 1 day time frame. Yeah, this actually be a really good play. Let me get a contract up so I can see what we're gonna play in case Costco does break out. I also don't think we have any economic data today. Let me just double check. Yeah, Tuesday, nothing scheduled. No Fed speakers. For once this week, we have no Fed speakers, which is great. Tired of those guys talking. I'm messing up the market. All right, so our last target was, we're looking at 521 there. Contracts are looking pretty decent. I'm looking at some 525 calls weeklies. I'm gonna just watch those because if we do get the break over the 518.59 here, those are the calls I would look at. The 525s. Nvidia, if it breaks over this trend line, it'll be a good place for calls. Man, AMD, crazy. Chips are so strong today, guys. Crazy. Costco rejecting. Not ready to break out yet, but we have an alert in case it does. Google initially had a bull flag there, kind of broke that pattern. So we're going to just get rid of that. Coin, wow, huge gap down at open from 58 to 48 bucks, $10 move to the downside at open. That's wild for coin. Amazon. Amazon, nothing good there, guys. Our nearest demand zone is all the way over here at 123. Actually, right here, we can actually, if I play Hikanashi on, you guys can probably see it better. But there is a head and shoulders here too in meta. So head, shoulder, head, and probably another shoulder would end up right there. It would probably reject around our demand zone, our supply zone, because that's where our last rejection was, right around there. So I think once we get to 274, this should dump heavy back to 271. So it's a nice play. That should be a nice play once it plans out. Nvidia is getting ready to break out here. 21 EMA on the 15 is right there at 390.73. Once we break that, trend will change to bullish side on Nvidia. That's why it's having a little bit of an issue there. Meta looks like it's coming. It looks like it's working out just like we planned. We're expecting a rejection around 274 for Meta. Not going to play any sooner. I don't want to get into the move too soon. Tesla looks like it's trying to retest our bull flag there. Let's see if it gets back into the pattern. Disney, sure. Disney freaking ripping. Well, I think Disney's ripping off that news from Apple from yesterday because they're apparently partnering up. Trying to look at the daily, trying to see if we see anything good. Yeah, so if we go to the 1 hour, we can actually get a little trend right there. So Disney's actually a really good play. But for this case, because it's already overbought, RSI is over 70, I'd wait for a pullback to the trend line before we get a launch pad back to the upside. So definitely want to keep an eye on. Let me just add it to my watch list. What's Nvidia doing? Nvidia continuing to reject there. Does not want to break to the upside. Even though I don't see why not. I don't see why it wouldn't break to the upside with AMD strength. SPY is kind of just consolidating there. No big movement. Qs are staying under this head and shoulders pattern. Oh, Netflix holding into this rising into this channel here. Doesn't look like it wants to break. Let's see. RSI is right there at 37. RSI on the 15 is already at oversold at 30. So I don't see much of a pullback here to maybe a 399 on Netflix before we go back up. But I don't think it's worth the risk right now. All right, Amazon, sure. Amazon looks very double top here. You see how yeah, double top here and into the supply zone. Definitely looks very bearish here. It's already looks like a double top here on these green candles on the left, 930 candle and the 945 candle, and RSI decreased with each one of those. So telling me that that's a bearish move. I wouldn't take puts until we break below right here. That would be our ideal entry. Below 124.33 would probably be good. So we'll put an alert there. Yeah, guys, very particular about my entries. The more particular about your entries, you know, the better your play, the less you have to be nervous about it. Ooh, NVIDIA breaking out. Let's go. Once we close here on NVIDIA over the trend line, actually, yeah, actually right here is a good it's a good place for calls. NVIDIA calls can work here. And your targets would be these guys. So 392.20, 393.42, 394.36, and the last one will be 395. So you can get into calls here. You can wait for the candle to close at the 5-minute. Up to you. But this looks very bullish. Yeah, you guys take any plays, any trades, you know, just comment below. I like to follow along and see what you guys are looking at and see what you guys are playing. Ooh, Meta, look at that. Man, our plan is working out nice. So this could be actually a really sick play if we can get her here at 274. Yeah, what's NVIDIA doing? All right, NVIDIA closed above the trend line there. So that for me is confirmation that we're going back to the upside. So NVIDIA calls really good here. Yep, there's a wick. Boom, right on top of our trend line. Freaking beautiful. And I drew this all in front of you guys, so there was no pre-planning, no nothing. I literally jumped on and I started trading with you guys. Wow, Meta's going, NVIDIA's going. Yeah, NVIDIA's so strong. Why? Because 5-minute, it's above 50. As soon as the RSI closes out of this trend line, out of this pattern, over 50 on RSI, this is good. This is good for an upside. Yeah, Meta's super strong. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of obsessing over NVIDIA right now. Looks like Qs are trying to come back into the pattern. Our head and shoulders. Microsoft is just dying. Netflix is holding its own here within this channel here. Apple, another one dying. Well, actually, it's just kind of been dying since yesterday, since their conference about the new headset and all that stuff for $3,500. That thing is crazy. I don't know who's gonna spend that much money. 15-minute candle is about to close in 2 minutes, along with the 5. Meta is hitting our 274. I wonder if we're going to get a rejection here soon. We'll wait to see when that tops out. NVIDIA, as long as we're in this zone here, I think we're good for the upside. Tesla, what you doing? Tesla looks very undecisive here. Kind of just broke to 213.80 and kind of just consolidating, riding that level. NVIDIA, nice push here. 1 more minute to go. And Meta pushing 273.90s. This head and shoulders pattern will be invalidated if Meta breaks over 275.57. Because once it breaks over the head, that's when it's over. Now what's bothering me is that I don't want to take a put position here when NVIDIA and AMD are so strong. And then Qs are also trying to come back as well, so makes me hesitate there for shorts on Meta. So we'll just wait. Amazon also trying to break out here. Oh, wait, 5-minute candle closed. Meta's pushing. NVIDIA breaking back down. Yeah. I don't know what's up with AMD. It just looks unstoppable today. Yeah, look how strong this 21 EMA is on the 15. 390.44. Super strong. That's why we have such a hard time breaking it. But once we break it, oof, the upside is there. Tesla kind of not doing anything for us right now. Oh, this looks good. Look how we're just waking off of that zone. Looks nice. I'll give it a candle close to kind of see what RSI does. But definitely look at that volume. Volume's decreasing. Heavy. Previous volume was huge. Now on this candle, we barely have anybody there. At least to the upside. Amazon is so freaking, NVIDIA is so stubborn today. I think meta shorts can actually work here. Meta shorts will be nice. We can play that to 270, 259. Let's just pull up Qs real quick. Yeah, Qs are looking to go back down. See how it's starting to lose that demand zone? Yeah, I'd wait. I'd wait until we break below that neckline. Once we do, then we can look at shorts more. See, yep, see. Very, very key neckline there. If it doesn't break, calls are still in action. Yep, NVIDIA pushing back up. Rejected VWAP on the 5. Meta breaking above 274. Amazon is kind of just chilling right there. Oh, block or square actually looks really good. This actually looks like a bull flag. So you can actually grab it from here, grab it from here. Yeah, look at that. From a huge upside push. So this looks very bullish. So once we break above this trend line, calls will work. I'm gonna just measure the move. Last time it's at the top to the bottom. Put it there where we expect the breakout to occur. Take our fib. Right there. Yeah, it's a small move when it comes to the price, but square moves really nice. Nvidia, what you doing? Push back up. Yes, this is another really good play that I'm looking at. Square, SQ. RSI is just trying to get over that 50 level, and RSI is just curling over on the 15. So looking nice. I think once we break over this 21 on the 15, we should be good to go. Should be right here. Yep, look at that. More rejections on Meta. Looks like our shoulder plan may actually be working good here. But MACD, very strong. Still solid green. Solid green on MACD on the 15. So not going to take any puts just yet. If we do close with a doji candle though, I might reconsider. If you guys are interested in how I got these supply and demand zones, it's called SR channel. I use the default settings. They're really good. Gives you supply and demand zones for all tickers. SPY, Qs, even crypto, if you're interested in that. Yeah, just waiting on Square. I think this actually be our play right here. Square is going to be our play. Meta, this 274 again. Ooh, look. Qs are breaking below our neckline, but staying strong. Staying strong at 353. So ETFs are probably not the play for today. At least not for this morning. How you play them is up to you, but in my opinion, this is just consolidating at the moment. Actually, on the 10, we can actually see a little trend line forming right there. Ooh, yeah, guys, we got a falling wedge there. I spoke too soon. Yep, this is super bullish on SPY. Okay. Yep, so this is actually what we're gonna be playing. We'll watch Square, but I only play one at a time, and I already have a video going from my swing. Let's go to SPY. I don't play 0 DTs on SPY, by the way. Minimum I'll play is 1 DTE. So I'm looking at the 428s one day expiration. The 428s. I think I'm just gonna take Meta off on my radar for right now. But we are looking good on SPY. So SPY calls are looking really good. Just waiting for a 5-minute close right here. Yeah, look at that push, guys. Looks really nice. My rule is that I don't get in before the candle closes. It's just my own personal rule. I found that when I entered too soon, I would get faked out way too often. All right, so I got the SPY 428 calls for June 7th expiration. I got them at 105 bucks. Of course, this isn't financial advice, but just letting you guys know what I take, how I trade, just giving you a little insight to what I'm doing. Nvidia, super stubborn. I think we're rejecting VWAP to the upside, so that's a good sign. Square still pushing back up here, and SPY, we are pushing nicely here. We're up 5% on those SPY calls, by the way. Again, those are SPY 428, 1 day expiration, so tomorrow's expiration. One thing I didn't do, guys, bad of me. I didn't draw the move. So last time it says top to the bottom, right here, the breakout occurred, and we're gonna put it right there to here. Yeah, so we broke out. Yeah, so first trim here for this guy would be 427.80. Once we get 427.80, that'll be our first trim. After that, we'll get 428.06 and 428.39, and this move should be over. Block is moving pretty nicely here. That's another play you guys can take a look at. If we break over 63.61, SQ calls can work here. Those guys move a little bit slower, but if they pay. Yep, there we go. SPY picking up in volume. Really nice, really nice. We're currently up 6% on those SPY calls. Well, NVIDIA doesn't want to push back up. Stop loss for SPY would be 427.21. That's where our initial breakout occurred. So if we break back into that level, then we should look to exit and re-enter. NVIDIA just keeps rejecting that demand zone. Yeah, we actually have a inverted head and shoulders, so we could actually see a huge run up here if we reject the demand zone again. We'll have to wait and see. By the way, I won't get out of the play until the candle closes. For the same reason I mentioned before. When I get out too soon before the candle closes, I usually get faked out. So best to wait and be patient. Wow, huge wick from the downside, even bigger wick from the upside. Bulls and bears are fighting there. Yeah, so we actually opened right there at 427.21. That's our open price. So I think we should actually give it another candle. Of course, manage your risk, of course. But in my opinion, I think we're gonna continue to go up here. Yeah, here we are touching the top of that neckline, touching the top of the trend line. Let's see if we can actually push back up here. A big catalyst for us would be if on the 15-minute candle we close above the trend line. That'll be a huge catalyst for SPY to the upside. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I really appreciate you guys checking in. Make sure to just kick that like button for me. Lets me know that you guys want to see more streams like this. Square is about to break the bull flag to the upside here. Like I said before, if we close above 63.61, SQ calls are good here. And these would be your levels. 63.92, 64.29, 64.58, and 64.95. If you decide to take the square play. That is completely up to you. NVIDIA just continues to ride VWAP there. Let's see if SPY can push back up here. Looks like we already got the retest of the trend line, so this could be our launch pad. Square, wow, huge candle there. Give it one more minute. If within 30 seconds of the candle closing above the trend line, I would grab calls. All right, we're back in the green for SPY 428 calls, 1 DTE. Yes, working out real. This is working out really well, guys. We're up 3% on SPY 428 calls. Square is about to close outside of that bull flag, so Square super bullish. Nvidia continuing to just bother me by not moving and staying on VWAP. Oh, big pump there, big pump. We're up 6% on those 428 calls. If you're in 0 DTEs, you're probably up about 20%. Oh yeah. Remember guys, we're going to stay strict. 427.80 is our trim, our first trim. Where's AMD at? AMD is in the moon. If we look on the 5-minute AMD, it actually looks like it has another bull flag. So upside on AMD looks huge. But if you're going to play it off the 5, if you find a setup on the 5, you're going to play it off the 3-minute, if that makes sense. Yeah, so 15, play on the 5, and 5, play on the 3. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Square is good to go to the upside here. To easily go to 64 without any problems. Nvidia ready to push that trend line once again. Looks really good. 15-minute is getting ready to break above that 50. Once it does, the moon is ours. If you got in on square calls when I called it, you would be up at least 6% right now. We are up 6% on those SPY calls as well. Looking good, guys, looking good. Guys, see how strong this trend line is? Just touching right there, rejecting. Once you get those strong rejections like that on your trend line that you drew personally, it really shows that, you found the right lines. Let's say, NVIDIA pushing right back up here. Um, Rejecting hard our 390.18 level, which is a 21 EMA on the 10 minute. So it seems to be a key resistance level for us here. The 21 on the 10 minute. And SPY is looking for one more leg up. Remember, 427.80 is our take profit. NVIDIA ready to flip on all fronts. I'm about to cross over the 15 on the 5 and cross over 50 on the 15. On the 10, sorry. I didn't look. This was the 10 minute. Yep, one more leg up here. Let's go. Let's go. We're up 10% on those buy calls, guys. You could definitely trim here if you like to secure some profits. But I'm continuing to hold because I want to wait for my target at 427.80. I think if we're up 10% already here, we should be up like 20% here. But of course, up to you. Up to you and your risk management. Wow, another rejection on a video. Jesus. This doesn't want to break. Square retesting the bull flag. Could be a nice launch pad there too if you want to get it on that play. And NVIDIA is rejecting VWAP once again on the 5. SPY. I think we get a big push to the upside here. We're just waiting on that 15-minute candle to close. If we can close above 427.47, this level, we should get one more leg up to our target. I'm pretty sure. Nice. Look at the strength. And if we look at our 10-minute, we are about to close. And look at that wick from square. This is why this would have been the perfect entry. And the video is just playing with VWAP. Not sure what they're playing, but they're not playing the game I want to play. "30 seconds on this close. Come on, just if we could just have this close, I'm telling you guys, this would be nice. All right, looks like this 10-minute candle just closed. That's already 3 candles that closed above our pattern on the 10-minute, which is really good. 420 over 427.47 would be our ideal level though, if we can close above there on at least a 5. There we go. Boom, boom. And a small bull flag on square as well on the 5. Square dumping, not square, sorry, in the video. Going back for another retest of the demand zone. SPY getting ready to push. There we go. Boom. Come on, just need a big impulsive move to the upside. There we go, 427.60. I like being up 13% here. I would definitely trim, guys. We're going to trim at 121. We're up very nice here. On the 5th, we're up 15%. If we can close above this zone here, which is above 427.70, we're going to hit our take profit, which is 427.80. I think the video is just dragging this whole thing down. Yeah, so upside looks really good here on SPY. I think if we maintain above this 427.47 level, we are bullish. Square, super bullish here. Told you guys about that one. And I think that's pretty much it. I have to log off now, guys, but thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys caught some profits with me today, whether it be Square, SPY. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and remember those targets, okay? Target's going to be 427.80. Next is 428.06. And then 428.39 is your last target. Your stop loss for this play should be 427.47, okay? If we close below that. Wait for the candle close, and I think you guys can manage this play just fine. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Zarius. Have a good one, everyone. Thank you, and please leave a like below and a comment on any feedback you have for me. Thank you.